of Weebush dropping to Lawback. Lawback had quite an offensive weekend versus Michigan. Got a stick in the way. Ingles, what a play there. Twirling up top. William Smith down for a look. On his backhand, Dunlap took a stab at it. Jackson, Montez, first Strachey, flies in across the line, dropping to Burnside. High shot knocked down there by Fleming, and then he's able to cover it.
Good offense from the Buckeyes early, but a nice stick from Crespo, who's having a career year on the back end, and then a nice play. Another one from Ingles, that freshman, Bryce Ingles, had another nice twirl. I mean, he's the last man.
Out of the dust, Jackson Smith. Smith, the low shot directed to the boards by Eberle. McBrayer engaged there with DeMarsico behind the goal. A little separation from Nathan McBrayer. Knocked down, though, by J.J. Weebush. Smith pokes it back to the point. Rolled down low by Crespo. DeMarsico is hovering in the high slot. Smith shoots it off a stick wide. Comes down for Lawback. Good puck control here by Penn State. Looking for the deflection in front. Lawback, the shot. Eberle was ready for it.
Good patience there earlier in that shift from Jared Crespo at the point, kind of waited, got the cycle going. First kind of real pressure sustained by Penn State. Lawback not able to put it in, but first kind.
Somehow Penn State holds it in. Puck bouncing. Van Olm grabs it. Little finesse. Van Olm should have shot it. Crespo, Jackson Smith knocked down in front. Misa picks it up. Strachey checks him off the puck, right back to Luke Misa. Little flick along the wall. Jackson Smith shot accidentally blocked by the back of the leg of Aiden Fink. Now Ohio State looking to breathe, favoring the visitors. Galloping ahead, this is Davis. Burnside squeezing by a check, gives to Montez. Ingles, the shot knocked down in front. Penn State looking to turn up ice in a hurry. Shea Van Olm with Shade. Van Olm across to Shade. Couldn't get a stick on it, but draws a penalty. As Van Olm stays down, crashing into the wall.
I think that's in lanes, blocking passes, and for Penn State, it's a couple quick passes, find that open shot guy, and let it rip with the talent they have.
Marsko exploding off of the faceoff, leaves for Fink behind the goal. McKenna on the point. Jackson Smith, they exchange spots. They do so again. Smith to McKenna. Trying to open up some seams here in the midst of a power play. One-timer, Fink scores! Aiden Fink, power play goal!
Good guy for the Nittany Lions to get going here. Aiden Fink, his 6th goal of the year, a power play goal, but you watch him as he moves from one side of the ice to the other. As you talked about it, Dan, McKenna and Smith were kind of playing back and forth on each other, and Aiden Fink just kind of goes from one side of the ice to the other and then buries it low to the block.
McKenna. Aiden Fink inching in. Fink the shot. It's deflected wide. Drops down for Weebush. Gavin McKenna in the midst of the power play here. Aiden Fink straight away. Jackson Smith thought about it. McKenna, the low drive, scores! Gavin McKenna, 2-0, Penn State.
You see it right there from Coach Godowski. He almost wants to smile when he watches a play like that. But Gavin McKenna just putting that on the net, almost like a shuffleboard. Low on the ice, he sees Matt DeMarsico, has the traffic in front, and he just throws it on net. Eberle has no chance, does not see the puck whatsoever. And then, I don't know what this is, the shimmy shake.
Braves pass a little behind Jackson Smith. He can't clear it as a result. McBrayer swoops in. Burnside, oh, what a stop! Burnside robbed by Josh Fleming.
It's a great look. I don't know if Burnside just thought he had the easy tap in. If he one-times that in, it's open net, but Josh Fleming does not give up on the play. Goes from his right to left. Great look here. Gets his glove down and almost just slams it on the puck. Great athleticism from there, but Burnside just one touch.
Those quick feet moving. Ryan Gordon to Hong. Returning to Gordon. Blind pass in front to Isley as he shoots it wide. What a setup from Ryan Gordon. Isley alone in front, not once but twice. Fleming standing tall once again there. Icing the call.
Joshua Fleming getting into this game. Adam Isley just after missing.
Now Caron off the goal post, and it's cleared.
Great puck movement from the Buckeyes there. Can't find the back of the net.
Burnside to Thompson. Caron creeping in, shoots, scores! Oh, Felix the Cat from far range on the power play, and Ohio State finds life.
That's really good composure from Ohio State, and especially Felix Caron as that one caroms off the post, but he gets another crack at it. Love it. Gets his head up, toe drag in a little bit, and goes far side, and the Buckeyes have answered on the power play. Didn't get frustrated, stayed with it, and put it in the back of the net.
Scrambling back is Gadowski with Isley right over his shoulder. Isley steals, Isley fires, Fleming the save. Gordon a look at it, and Fleming keeps it out.
A lot of Buckeye eyes to the ceiling. Cannot believe they didn't score. Good pressure from Isley. Finds himself again. That's what, 4 grade A chances for him in the first 15 minutes of this. Good hustle from number 9.
Thompson was concerned about the liney as well. He didn't want to flatten him. Power play here. William Smith, rebound there for Isley, but Penn State gathers it in, and they'll clear.
Good save there
For the Nittany Lions, but quickly transitioned ahead. Burnside dropping to Thompson. Down low, Caron in front. Carabella unable to get to the rebound, and it's flicked down the ice by Penn State. Such dogged determination there. He's relentless, Jake Carabella. Sabo angles his way in. Sabo ahead to Thompson. Nifty little play. Riley Thompson denied by Josh Fleming in tight.
We are not short on action tonight. My goodness, and we're only in the first period. Nice little stick move there from Sabo. He gets it to Smith, and normally I don't think this is the play, but that's really the only play he had there. But Fleming stays, knows he's to that side of the net, and stays over. Burst in his height change.
Time ticking away in the opening period.
Couldn't finish my sentence there. There's been so much to talk about.
It was at first all Penn State. Bolstered by their power play, Ohio State gets back in this one and actually outshoot Penn State 18-10. The script, that's usually Penn State dominating the shot department.
Did not see that, especially at the Blue Ice Arena. Buckeye.
Now Gavin McKenna redirected in front, doesn't get through. Picking up the pieces there is Felix Caron. His feet and lifting it to center. Wallback attacking again, trying to get a step on McBrayer, the wraparound. Wallback, Mexico again. Trying to squeeze through the defenseman, draws a penalty. So 2 power.
Penn State did a great job of keeping it in. They come attack again. DeMarco just goes to that net, takes his chances, and then a really nice save there from Eberle after that. DeMarco has really come out here early in the second.
Fink. Jackson Smith. He's assisted on both goals, Smith, tonight. McKenna, high shot. Sending a dart wide. Hong on his forehand. Smart play, but good hustle and range there for Smith to hold it in.
There's that length working in his favor.
Fink the forward up top with Smith. Gavin McKenna, the one-timer. Scores! Redirected in front. Looks like DeMarco.
So much movement, not just the puck, but the player movement. And then Gavin McKenna's mentality is to shoot the puck. And look, Matt DeMarco, one of the most skilled players on this team, has decided to put himself in front of the net. This puck goes off of his side. Get hit Eberle first, goes off DeMarco. They might be talking about an interference here, or was DeMarco in the crease when that shot from McKenna came in? I don't think he was.
Yeah, no goalie interference there.
Did a good job. You see, this is a great look here from up top. Eberle blockers it into plays where you got to just say, I'm going to pass it off, or I'm going to chip it low. When can I take that risk? All those things come into play. And yes, when you're playing against 18, 19, 20, all the way up to 24-year-olds, the game is coming faster, and you got to find your way through repetition.
Scramble off the face-off. Good fight for Penn State to gain possession. DeMarco, Weebush scores! J.J. Weebush!
That felt like a goal from about this time last year when they put that line together. Obviously, Charlie Serrato is not in there right now. Reese Lawback is, but Matt DeMarco with the play, go to the net. I don't know if he was trying to slam dunk that and lost it, but J.J. Weebush always going to the right spot. Hasn't been scoring a lot lately, but if he goes to those spots more often, he is going to score some goals.
Goalie change for Ohio State. Godowski, two big bodies. Sealing the wall there, Riley Thompson, so effective on the forecheck. His pass takes a deflection right onto the stick of Aiden Fink. To McKenna, broken up by McGinley nicely. Thompson gives to McGinley, breezing on through. Caron the shot, scores! Felix Caron finds a little catnip once again. He's got his second of the night.
Stay in front of your TV, folks. This game isn't going anywhere. Really nice play there from McGinley. He starts it, gets it to Thompson, and then Thompson gets the chip back, and then I got to imagine Caron is calling for that puck. McGinley makes a really nice pass, and then, like you said, Felix the Cat with an absolute snipe, and they pull the Buckeyes back within two.
Trying to twist away from defenders. Leaves for Ryan Gordon. Right back for James Hong. Hong swings it in front. Gordon in the high slot on his backhand. Shoveled down low. There's Hong. Little cycle here. Gordon couldn't get the pass. Great keep in there with the swat by Sabo, but it's only momentarily. Ben Schoen skates forward. Dropping. Van Olm scores! Shea Van Olm. The party continues for Penn State.
Don't blink, you might miss a goal here. Unbelievable, 7 goals. We're not even halfway through this game, but I like that play. Shea Ohm did not dust it off, didn't stick handle. That puck came to him, and he ripped it right away. Don't think, just shoot. Clearly, you're a goal scorer at the other level. You can.
Strachey under duress. Pushed in by Penn State. McGinley back to collect. Laubach seals the wall. Fink to McKenna. Shoots. Hillebrand stopping Gavin McKenna there. McKenna and Penn State holding in. Loose puck. Aiden Fink. Gavin McKenna. He's in. Nisa shoots. Scores! Nisa from McKenna.
Turnovers will absolutely destroy you against this offense. Buckeyes are within a half a foot from getting that puck out of the zone, unable to. Aiden Fink finds Gavin McKenna. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to shoot? He goes back door to Luke Misa. And we've got
5th game, 6+ goals for Penn State, and the night is still young. Now turnover, watch out, breakaway. Davis Burnside in, shoots, scores! Davis Burnside immediately answers back.
I mean, is this officially, we call this like an all-star game? I mean, holy smokes. Coach Rollick is fired up. Matt Godowski, I think he just like, I got my guy in the middle. Davis Burnside reading the play. Sees that, goes high glove on Josh Fleming, the senior, with his.
Collins on the retrieval. Van Olm loses it. Gordon the shot. That's knocked down in front. Picking up the pieces on the pickup. Caron gets in the way though. Riley Thompson in front. Caron takes a swipe at it. And Fleming has it covered.
Don't go anywhere, folks. My goodness.
Ohio State. Knifed in by Caron. Thompson there in front to Caron. Caron the drive. On the rebound, Carabella shoots it. Not moving well tonight, number 14 for Penn State. Here's Niall Crocker dropping to Montez. Max Montez in for a look by himself. Collins, turnover, right to Gordon. Gordon lays it off. Isley the chance, Fleming down, keeps it out. Somehow Ohio State doesn't convert there. They had the opportunity, just couldn't finish. The score remains 6-3 Penn State.
Now you look at those numbers, unbelievable sequence there, 4-2 going in Penn State's direction, but an absolute, I don't know how to describe it fully.
Van Olm shoots, scores! Van Olm!
Make that number 7 on the period. Great little pass from Gavin McKenna. The turnover just outside the blue line, and a backhand sauce. A great catch from Shea Van Olm. Skate to stick.
Weebush leaves for Laubach. Reese Laubach angles his way in. Turnover there to Dunlap. 3-on-2 here for Ohio State. Wise to Sabo. Sabo the cut, doesn't bring the puck with him. Weebush the other way. Odd man rush with DeMarsico. DeMarsico in, shoots, scores! DeMarsico does it again!
Roles reversed. Weebush to DeMarsico this time. Quick move in front, goes through the 5-hole, honestly.
8 7-3 Penn State advantage after 2 periods of play.
Gavin McKenna and Matt DeMarsico putting on a show right now for Nittany Lion fans here at Pagula.
We'll see if Ohio by the Nittany Lions. Issa, Fink, knocks that poise. There it's Karan on the steal, gives to Thompson. Riley Thompson's shot. Rockets off the ball, lapped in by Montez. Ingles to Burnside. Fleming has that covered. Up though by McKenna, unable to move it by Hong. Ryan Gordon. McGinley in for a look. There's Sabo to Gordon. McGinley inching in. Rejected by Fleming. Casey Amen. Knocked down there by McBrayer. Turnover. Misa right on it. And Hillebrand was ready for that. Turns it in McBrayer. Carabella, a man is loose. It's Thompson, breakaway, goodbye. Thompson in, fires. He knocks it wide. Breakaway for a mile there for Riley Thompson. Carabella now. Thompson again.
In the difference in this hockey game in terms of not allowing these grade A chances to go in and kind of slowing things down to let his offense take over.
Josh Fleming, another. Choose your own adventure. Deckut along the wall. Dunlap shot through congestion, and Fleming, he's seen everything.
Not giving up a lot of rebounds either. I think that's a big key.
And how about this masterful save in the first period from Josh Fleming?
Yeah, these are the type of plays that the Buckeyes were making. And look, I think if Davis Burnside one time
go trying to hunt it down. Leaves it behind the goal for Misa. Gavin McKenna now arrives on the backhand, feathers it over for Collins. And that's off of Hillebrand, just deflecting wide. Picking up the scraps there, Gavin McKenna. DeMarsico wants it, one-timer coming, scores! Tipped in front.
looked like a Luke Misa tip in front of the net. Another point, though, for Gavin McKenna and Matt DeMarsico. Puck has just been following around 72 all night. Matt DeMarsico gets it to the net. Here's a good look at this. That reach out, tip in. Very similar to some of the tips we've seen in the
1980s.
It's almost early for me too.
Here's Montez. Good gallop on the way in. Got a look there.
10 healthy forwards that Penn State has right now. They have 2 extra defensemen that are playing forward or at least taking some shifts. So it's a lot of piecemealing it together, some double shifting.
Redirected in front, caught a piece of the post there.
Just got confirmation from my great producer that Wisconsin did in fact win that game 4-1. That should do really good for their NPI standing. They were at 15, which is right at that border number. That's a big win for Wisconsin after they've had a pretty rough stretch in the second half.
There's Josh Fleming. Gordon. Isley in front. Isley bangs it home. Good little combination play for Ohio State. Not much celebration, and that's not a surprise.
Yeah, look, you're not doing a lot of celebrating there. You're not going down the line. But for a guy that had a ton of chances earlier in this game, this might be something at least that kind of, you know, erases it a little bit for tomorrow night. Does it matter for tonight? Obviously not. But maybe they haven't put the other one up yet.
Just Just trying to break more team records here, Penn State. Smith and McKenna up top. Jackson Smith pounds it home. 10-4. It's like point number 8 for Gavin McKenna, padding the team record.
Yeah, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Referee's still trying to figure out exactly where the scenario was, because it was 4-on-3 before that other penalty, so there should be still a power play here for Penn State. That puck goes off.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Misa. Lawback. Van Olm there. Lawback in for a look. Navigates it back for Misa. Lawback. Looking high short side there, but Hillebrand had it covered. Godelski, Lawback, scores! 11-4 Penn State, Reese Lawback.
Coach's son gets into the festivities. Matt Godowski, a really nice pass. Look at that, head up the whole way, moves a little bit, then through the seam, and Reese Lawback.
William Smith, Fleming, grabs it. Not 11-4.
Absolutely not. This is absolutely bananas. And you look at the shots. Ohio State has 40. Pretty amazing stat. Historic night, would you say, at Pagula Ice Arena?
Just a wee bit of history.
Wow. Absolutely incredible night here. If you're an offensive fan like myself, you enjoyed a lot of this. Tomorrow, it's going to make tomorrow very interesting to see how this turns around in less than 24 hours. These two teams coming back here, and doing this again.
Yeah, well, Ohio State escaping the ice. Looking forward to the next night. A salute to the crowd from Gavin McKenna and the Nittany Lions. Victorious 11-4 the final.
Yeah, the best thing that Ohio State has for them is they don't have to wait a week to play and fix this. They got an opportunity again tomorrow, and if you're Penn State, you're looking forward to another opportunity to get that offense back on the ice.
We knew they were good. We knew they were dangerous offensively, but 11 goals is something else.
Like I asked you, and you're like, maybe 7-4, which is 11 goals. I mean, that is incredible. And 15 tonight, and Penn State to put up 11 was not on my bingo card, and kudos to them. They just didn't stop. I think that's another thing is, you know, they didn't slow down. They kept going. You know, when you're out there, you got to keep competing. Pretty remarkable stuff.
And a remarkable young man on the headset right now. Had an incredible night, Gavin McKenna. Gavin, do you remember the last time that you maybe had an 8-point game with 7 assists? Has that happened in a while?
Is that what I had? Yeah, I guess it was a pretty good night. Maybe Canada Winter Games when I was playing for Team Yukon there.
What goes through your mind? I mean, you didn't even know, right? You're just sitting here right now. You don't know. You had a goal and 7 assists. You had 8 points. So, yeah. I mean, what was it like out there right now? Were you just seeing everything? Was everything coming to you in slow motion or what?
I don't know. I think pucks were going in. I think all year I've been a little bit, not snake bitten, but yeah, I think it was just going in. Everything was working tonight. The boys were putting the puck in the back of the net. Anytime you have 11 goals in a game, that's a pretty good night. So.
a school with such rich history, and you helped break some records tonight.
Yep.
What's that feel like?
So it's a pretty cool night. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be getting some I'm sure I'll be getting some texts from the boys. And family, I'm sure they're pretty happy for me. And yeah, it was a good night.
Gavin, great stuff tonight. Thanks so much for the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Gavin.